Hello, everyone. Today we got some exciting news from Microsoft Learn. The MS-740 certification exam went live. However, Microsoft did make a change to the certification attached to that exam. Instead of being an associate level certification, it's now a specialty level certification. So in this video, we're going to talk a bit about the changes as well as about the MS-740 exam. So let's get started right after the intro. Okay, so first of all, let's do a quick recap about the exam. I'll open up the browser here. The exam is the number MS-740. This exam just went in general availability today, meaning that if you take the exam today, you will get your score right away. For those of you that took it in beta like me, at the time of recording this video, the actual score was not available, but we should get it between now and 10 business days. The exam name is Troubleshooting Microsoft Teams. So this is really a troubleshooting exam, and it actually stands alone. So you do not need the MS-700 before taking the MS-740. You can only take the MS-740. However, from a personal opinion, I really think you should be able to configure stuff before being able to troubleshoot it. So even if it's not an official requirement, I personally highly recommend you go take the MS-700 before the 740. If we look at the audience, and what I will do right now is I will actually show you what the changes have been made to the audience, because when the exam went live today, Microsoft did make some small changes to the intended audience. So candidates for this certification are support engineers who use advanced troubleshooting methods to support Microsoft Teams environments, analyze telemetry and log data, troubleshoot deployments, and tune performance. Now, this part is new. Candidates are expected to review logs and other data, infer the root cause of an issue, and provide a fix. Now, we all know for many things we can provide fixes. For many other things, it might be only that you only need user training, but that's another topic. Okay, now if we take a look at the experience, Microsoft added that candidates should have significant experience troubleshooting unified communication solutions with hands-on experience or expertise, sorry, specific to troubleshooting Microsoft Teams. In addition, candidates should have networking knowledge of Azure fundamentals, telephony, PowerShell, data storage technologies, APIs, app security, authentication and authorization, security, compliance, debugging, as well as performance tuning and monitoring. Wow, that is a lot of skills. And I think it's because you have all of those skills required here, and not only about teams but also about all of the things around it, because let's say if a client cannot connect to teams, you need to understand all of the different networking protocols behind where might the issue be. Or if a client cannot sign in into teams, you need to understand conditional access, for example. So even if Teams is a standalone product, there are so many other configurations in the Microsoft Cloud, where whether it's Azure AD or Microsoft 365 compliance, that can impact the user experience. And I think this is why today Microsoft actually changed the MS-740 certification to actually be a specialty level certification. Now, I will be honest, this is not a big change because associate, specialty, at the end of the day, what is important is that you actually pass the certification. And whether you're a team support engineer associate or a team support engineer specialty, doesn't make that much of a difference. I checked in with my sources at Microsoft Learn, and they actually have not changed the skills measured. So the skills measured will remain the same. We have troubleshoot Microsoft Teams voice issues, troubleshoot issues with Teams meetings and live events, I will not go into details. I'll make sure to have all of the different links in the description of the video. So, just doing a quick overview, troubleshoot federation issues, troubleshoot issues signing in into Teams. And this is where, for example, we talked, and I'll zoom in just a tiny bit here. We talk about ADFS, for example. We talk about firewall ports, IP ranges, proxy configuration issues, single sign on, conditional access, a guest access issue. So you need to understand all of the external sharing settings in SharePoint, OneDrive, Teams, lots of configurations outside Microsoft Teams you need to be aware about. We then have two small topics at the end, troubleshoot teams and channels, as well as troubleshoot issues with files. So, really, quite a ton of content to learn about. And this is why I really recommend doing the MS-700 before, because by studying how to configure it, you also study how to troubleshoot it because you're going to know what configuration does what. Something else really interesting, and I'll really zoom in here. Let me actually go full screen as it will be a lot easier to see the text. If we take a look at the blog that announces the change, something that I realized is that Microsoft now really positions this certification to Microsoft partners and cloud solutions providers. And this is a very good point because if you're a Microsoft partner, you can actually use part of your marketing like, hey, we have this many professionals that are certified on Teams troubleshooting. So that can really give Microsoft partners a competitive advantage as it shows that they have the skill required to help their customers succeed with Microsoft Teams. Now the blog is pretty small. We just have the go live. We have that during the beta process, there was feedback, and that's why it was put at the specialty level to better reflect the complexity of the support engineer role because I do agree this exam was not an easy one when I did it in beta. Of course, I don't yet know if I passed or I did not, crossing fingers that I passed the exam, but there's so much things to know that I do agree the specialty is a better level to reflect the complexity of all the things you need to do. But this is it for this video. I just wanted to really go and cover what are some of the changes, and that if you don't like beta exams, I know a lot of people like to have the result right away. You can actually now go and take the MS-740 exam today. The exam name is still the same, MS-740 Troubleshooting Microsoft Teams. And if you do take it, please let me know your opinion in the comments. I'm still waiting for the results, or if you took the beta, let me know how you found it in the comments. But that's it for this short video. I really hope you enjoyed. This is an exam I'm really passionate about. It's an exam that I'll actually go on and create a study guide for on my blog, Vlad Talks Tech. I already created the page. I will put it inside the description. And I might even work on some Pluralsight content for this exam. Thank you very much for watching this short video. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more news around Microsoft certifications and a bunch of other things around SharePoint, PowerShell, Power Platform, Microsoft Teams, and more. Thank you very much and see you soon.